Okay, and I think we're back. We lost power there for a minute. Not sure why, but I think we are back up and running. I'm just getting my glue tube cleared. We'll be honest, the Citadel glue jams a lot, but honestly, I don't mind that because the glue tube is actually the easiest to clear out of any other glue I've ever used. Just because I can just pull it right out and clean it. Alright, so these are the boobs of the sister superiors, and then her other legging. Put those pieces together after we clean this shoulder pad here up. Don't let their nubs get in the way. There we go. There we go. Okay. So she's going to go into 32, I believe. She gets this glued as well. That's her big old backpack. I think the thing that's dangling off her backpack is the seals of her Repentia squad. I think these are the inquisitorial icons of the Repentia that are under her, which is a really cool little detail. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it's definitely weird to have like a whole fence on your back, but man, it's so cool. Alright, so this is this arm. How the hell does that go? Goes like that, I think. And then this goes like this in the front. So she's got like a shawl going over top. Yeah, it looks like she has an arm option for this other arm too, with the whip. Yeah, without the whip in hand. But honestly, her dual wielding the whips is way cooler. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. She's gonna pop her on the base. I always put my models on the bases. Probably shouldn't. Probably should do the bases separate and then glue the models down. I don't know why. I just like to put them on the bases and then hold the bases. Probably the least efficient way to do it, but so holding her on the base till she glues a little bit. Go. And then check this arm, make sure it's going the right way. Which it is, I think. There can be a little wiggle in there for sure. That's how it sits. Alright. Then we have her pistolero here. And her other arm. We'll go ahead and put the other arm glue on while here. That. Come on. And then we'll put this one here like that. And I'm not going to put the head on her just yet, because I'm still going to decide what head I want to use. and let them sit. So we have the option of a robot leg or a real leg. Clearly, we always need to have the robot leg. That is clearly the correct option. That is way fucking cooler. These ladies look like they're on little bases. So they're on 28. So yeah, she's got her jumper there. She's got some kind of loincloth, which is actually like a prayer scroll or something. Got a little bit of some mold action there. There we go. Alright. Let's give her her robot leg. Robot legs are freaking cool. Wow. Robot leg. And we'll put her in her base and let her sit, and then we'll figure out the arms after that. Robot leg. So, in case we don't get to it tonight, let's look at what options she could have. In case I give them tonight to set on their bases. So they're nice and strong for when I put the arms and stuff on. It'll make them less finicky for being such small models. There's one of the tips to, if you ever have a finicky model, and you have the choice like this to basically put it together in sections and let it dry, let it sit. It's always a good way to do it. So like once she's set on that base, I'm moving the shot. I'm never gonna have to worry about that again. Like with her wiggling or anything like that, not gonna be a problem. Alright. Let's see, what options could she have? She could. So she is 2B. So she can have it up, get ready, like that. Or like down, like He-Man pose. I'll probably do the He-Man pose, that's way cooler. Alright, so next we got 23. It's 31, 76. And there's 23. So a lot of people were angry at these models when they came out, because they made them slightly less cheesecake. Which I think that's fine, right? If that's the look they want to go for now, that's cool. I'm always a fan of anything that chooses to be more curvy though. So if I have the option to have something that's more naked, I'm going to take it. Especially if that model's a dude, because dudes very rarely get that treatment. But any horny is better than no horny, in my opinion. So, But then again, I am also a person that sculpts dongs and stuff on all my monsters. So maybe I'm just a weirdo. Just a fully good option. But I mean, if I have the option, I will always take something that is more horny than less. So, but I mean, just because something's not horny doesn't mean it's not a good model, right? Like that's fucking absurd. That's like fucking moon logic, I mean, really, if you really want super horny versions of these, there's like a billion online things that do them. If you need little plastic titties that bad, the little plastic titties are great. Little plastic dongs, also great. But every model doesn't have to have them, right? Okay. So, she can have sort of a downward swing or pull back. I like to pull back a lot. That's really cool. It's like she like, you know, is like leaping back with it. I like that. That's cool. Okay, who's this one? Ooh, this one is a single point of contact. It's number 31. I'm not sure exactly. Let's see, she gets 32 as the other leg. Exactly how I'm going to base my sisters yet. I've got one of them painted. I don't have any of them based. Honestly, I kind of want to do like some rubble, but then a bunch of like flame. Like on the tank, I've got this green flame thing. I just think it's really, really cool contrast with the purple and the white. So like, I kind of want to do that on the base. Like maybe all their flamethrowers actually shoot like green shit, like warp flame and not real flame. I think that's a really cool idea. And I have gel medium that I use to do the warp flame bases on my Zinch army, my Zinch demons. She has something on her back. She has to have this weird sensor thing. But yeah, I've got that. Something about doing like rumble bases, sort of like my Necrons are on, and then adding fire to it, which I think will be pretty rad. I'm gonna trim them down a little bit more. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's been a crazy, crazy month, and not the biggest fan of my birthday. I don't know why. It's not like anything terrible ever happened to me on my birthday. It's one of the things that stresses me the fuck out, and I don't know why. There's a lot of things like that, Josh. You know, you're not wrong, but we're doing our fucking best. You know, kicking ass, just got my awards at work. You know, fucking everyone out here in Hawaii knows who the fuck I am because I'm doing good shit, helping people. Not everyone in Hawaii, I mean everyone in Hawaii at work, you know. Lots of people like my painting, you know, like I'm a cool dude, I'm doing good work, you know. Sometimes telling yourself that is one of the hardest, or believing it is one of the hardest things you can do. You know, especially when you're, I don't know, when you grow up as like a super overachiever, when you get out in the world, right, like in school and stuff, there's like a limit, right, like you can only overachieve so much. Out in the world, there's not, right, like there's, yeah, it goes from like the guy with no job that like lives on the street to fucking Jeff Bezos, you know what I mean? So finding like where you're not driving yourself bonkers and killing yourself working to get to in there is, you know, it's a challenge. It's a real challenge. And I can't say that I've figured that out yet, for sure, because I definitely push myself too hard sometimes. You know, to make dumb decisions because of that. But, you know, it's definitely tough. Oh, we have to look at this lady's options. Alright, so she has a regular two-handed pose, or one where she's like holding an extra handle on the blade. We're definitely going to do that because that's super cool. Having like double-handed blade sword. Sword sword. Fucking right on, man. usually been pretty good. I've never, like, I don't know, had anything super terrible happen on it, or, come on. Why do you not want to fit? Fuck, I should have dry fitted this. So yeah, I don't know why my birthday makes me anxious, but it definitely does. There we go. Now, there's some gap there now. Why though? Oh. Weird, okay. Yeah, I don't know why it makes me anxious. It definitely does. It has forever, like since as long as I can remember. I think I just have this weird pressure that, like, stuff should be right, but I don't even know what that is, right? Like, I don't even know how that's defined. What is right, what is good there, I don't know. But it's one of those things. So she can have the double-handed pose as well. So we're definitely going with that one. So they show the heads here being tied to the poses, but that's just not the case. So we'll get to pick heads and poses. Alright, so 48 and 49. Bunch of one-legged poses here. But yeah, it's interesting, like, when you come into a situation where something's illogical, right? Like this doesn't make any sense, but you can't help but do it, or you can't help but feel that way, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's an interesting thing, because CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, not cock and ball torture, would have you, look at that, right? It would have you analyze it, and it would say, okay, well, it would be like, okay, well, confront the irrationality of it. But like, even when I do that, it doesn't make any sense here. Maybe it's tied to some, I don't know, something in the past that I don't like properly process or something, right? But like memories and things, like I don't really tend to like dwell on that kind of stuff, right? Like every now and then my brain will be like, hey, do you remember that time you did that really stupid thing? That was so stupid and you should feel bad. And I'll be like, oh man, I was so stupid, I should feel bad. But like, when I think about my birthday, I'm not just sitting there being like, oh dude, this is so, this horrible thing was so bad or whatever. She needs to get her WWE Championship belt now. But yeah, so it's interesting. It's interesting to see, or to like, think about having to deal with that kind of stuff and all, right? Because I know a lot of people, they go just fucking ham on their birthday. A lot of friends that do the full like birthday week kind of thing, so they have dinners planned, and events and movies and trips and like shopping, and like they do this whole, like it's like a whole thing. That's cool. I've never done it. I don't know if it's like a lot of fun. To be honest, there's not really that much stuff that I'm like, man, I really want to do this, Like I'm gonna go wild or whatever, right? Like that to me was today when I went and bought 2 boxes at the hobby shop. Because I got enough shit, right? Like I got so much shit, but gives me something to focus on. It makes me happy. I don't really need anything else. I've got a lot of fucking armies, and got a lot of toys. Gundams to build behind me. There. If you ever look closely at that stack, there's a couple things in there that I've sort of specifically not built. Sort of because like they're a kit from like a certain location or a certain event or something. So I have like a clear full armor Arc 78 in there from Gundam Thunderbolt, and I bought that kit the day that I got my GBWC award. And I've kind of been like, that's not a kit you do a lot of work to, right? You sort of just build it. But I've been kind of holding on to it until I feel like I'm a good enough modeler to build that kit. Like, I know that doesn't make any sense given that I, have awards from the GWC and multiple other painting awards, and but I don't know. It's sort of that kit is like that promise to keep trying and keep working on things, right? There's a couple other things back there as well that are like that. I have a kit for both trips that I took to Gundam Planet. Gundam Planet was about a 5-hour drive from where I lived on the East Coast. It's sort of this big mecca of Gundam stores. Gundam store on the East Coast. It's like the biggest one, and it's really awesome. It's super cool. They have tons of kits. They're all arranged by series, and it's amazing. It's such a cool place. And I have one kit for both of those trips, and the other kit is the last kit I got in Maryland before I left. So I will probably build all of those. And if anyone's curious, that's the all three RG Togis. It's RG Togis 1, RG Togis 2, and RG Togis 3. And I will probably build those at some point, but I don't know what the catalyst for that's going to be. It's going to be something. But there are kits that I'm holding on for memories. And also in the pile is just sort of like some like cheap kits, like 30-minute missions and stuff like that. Some build backers kits, and they're pretty much for like when I can't sleep. That's what those are for. So it's like 3 a.m. I don't want to work on something really hard like Warhammer, that requires like a lot of attention, right? I just want to put something quick together, like this guy, right? Like I built this guy the other night at 3 a.m. when I couldn't sleep. When I was dealing with some stuff with a friend, and I was kind of worried and stuff. So I built this kit, so I just couldn't sleep. And that's cool. So I've got some of those over there. I also have a couple of kits, sort of bootlegs that I picked up from Hong Kong. One of them's like a skanky robot spider girl. That's really cool. I just haven't built her yet, not for any particular reason. And then I've got a couple of master grades. You can actually see them. So I've got one, and then this is the option parts for the master grade Barbatos. I got him for Christmas. I'm deciding what I want to do with that, because I'm actually debating picking up a second master grade Barbatos and doing the first form and the 5th form. But we'll see. And the other two master grades I got there, I'm just going to build them sometime. They're not doing them for any particular reason. I just haven't got around to build them yet. And there are 2 Endless Waltz kits. Specifically, that's the Togis 3 and the Sandrock. Wait, no, it's not. Togis 3 is downstairs. I already built them. That's the Sandrock and the Heavy Arms. I picked those up as well. I love both those designs. They're really cool. Okay, so enough of me babbling. What options do we have here? Over the shoulder, swinging forward. They're okay either way. Neither of them is particularly great. Down here we have the full range swing, or like pulling back. The full range swing is awesome. I love that. Okay. Ooh, look at that over the head one. Or like not quite swinging it yet, but running at you. I love the over the head one. Yeah, that's awesome. also not a ton. Like, I have like a box of Terminators and a box of Zangors. And then I have a few little mixed, matched boxes. Like, I've got a box of Wolves and a box of like Griffhounds. I've got some stuff for kit bashing from Necromunda. What else do I have? Yeah, I've got 2 boxes for kit bashing from Necromunda in the corner. Specifically, it's the box with the robot dog and the box with the cats. And I've got a box of wolves. There's a box of Tyranid gargoyles. There's a Tyranid trigon. There's a bunch of Space Marine stuff. I need to build Space Marines. They're one of those things that, like, I actually really enjoy painting Space Marines. But they're not something I want to paint every day. But sometimes, man, like, they're so simple to paint, it's ridiculous. Like, the designs are just so clean and stuff, but they're really enjoyable to paint sometimes. And I've inadvertently just picked up a ton of them, like an absolute ton. I probably have like a 3,000 point Space Marine army. I just, I've intermittently building them. Let's see, got the Seraphon there, got a box of wolves, a box of Griffhounds. I have a box of Storm Vermin, which is really awesome. I should build those. And I have the Monster Apocalypse starter boxes. And that's it. Is there anything back up? Yeah. And then build stuff that is primed. I have a box of clan rats who are primed. I have my Tyranids, who I've been trying to come up with a kit scheme for months now. Like 4 months going on. I've got some of the Slanesh Riders who are primed here, sitting here next to me. I need to get them painted at some point. I'm actually going to see if I can get them up and running this week, to be honest. Did I miss a nub? Yeah, I did. It's like, why isn't this sitting very firm or very flat? Because I missed some nub, that's why. There we go, much better. So yeah, so I've got some Tyranids primed and sitting around, but I need to figure out their color schemes. I've got some sisters that I've started painting. I've got some more orcs I've started painting. I've got some Plague Marines who I don't really consider real painting projects. They're just sort of like when I feel like painting Plague Marines, I paint them. Plague Marines are another one of those things that I find really relaxing to paint, to be honest. Alright, so let's try to get some belt options. So she can have this big old, like, swinging donger or this ribbon. Swinging donger is kind of neat, but if we do the ribbon, we can write and draw on it, and that's always fun. Let's find the ribbon. What part is it? 68. The problem is these are never, ever in order. There's the swinging donger. There's 88. Is it on the other runner? Oh, it is. Oh, sorry. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I've got as far as pile of opportunity goes. The Seraphon are waiting for a specific time, as well as a bunch of the Gundams. But everything else is just sort of like as it strikes me. I do like to have a couple painting projects going at a time, and specifically painting projects that are like different. Man, who put this connector in here? They're a dickhead. like I want one that's like kind of like natural monsters, and maybe one that has a bunch of flesh, and then one that's all armor or something, or maybe like vehicles, and then maybe like dudes. But I like to have a couple different things, so I'm not just always doing the same. Okay, there we go. All right, so we should have 2 more sisters. Yeah, let's see, we get this one or that one. This is the better pose. Alright, so that's 76 and 77. But yeah. I kind of want to build these dinosaurs now, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to start building them until I decide to build them all. Then I'm going to hit them hard. So I need to figure out color schemes and all kinds of stuff for them, because I want to really go crazy with the colors on this airphone. But yeah. Right now my main project is sort of the orcs. I'm just trying to get some of them knocked out. And I'm still trying to figure out what color I want the Tyranids, because I really, really want to get the Tyranids running. So I'm actually going to strip a bunch of them and go back to start on them. Probably do like a ton of customizing and stuff like that on them. I think maybe that'll help me sort of connect with them a little better. Like my Hive Pirate, for example, like I actually want to put 4 wings on him instead of 2, stuff like that. These are both okay. She looks a little out of control of it there, but that's a much cooler pose. Alright, so 84, and but yeah, one of the things I've been trying to do with modeling, to be honest, is does the spring joy kind of idea. I know that lady from the meme has a name, but unfortunately I don't know it. But yeah, just if I'm not enjoying the project, I move on to something else, and then I come back to it. I'm not waiting on any of this stuff. Like, oh, I really need this guy for army or whatever, right? Like, a lot of this is me making just little lists to play and have fun with my friends with, right? I'm not here to build some tournament psycho list and take over the ITC and launch a like a tutoring thing where I tutor people about how to play Warhammer. I don't want to do that. I just want the glue to come out this bottle. That's all I want. It's probably enough. I just want to build some lists that are fun for me and my friends to play with. And teach some people to play Warhammer. That's all I want to do. Alright, so what does she have? She has this pose, which sucks. This one, which is much better. We'll be doing that one. And then I'm missing a sister. No, I'm not. How did they give me 10 bases then? Why would you give me 10 bases? Anyway, so 4, 6, 8, away or be swinging. I kind of like the swinging, to be honest. Alright, so it's 18 and 19. Buddha, Buddha, boo. 28, 26, 21, 18. Okay. So a lot of really, really cool heads here. Where's arm number 19? I still have to figure out how to paint the sister faces. I have not got the hang of that yet. It's so tiny. I'm gonna have to break out my magnifying glass on them, to be honest. See, all the other sisters I painted, like, oof, man, it's like impossible to paint them. They are so fucking tiny. Now, I don't tend to do a lot of details on faces, to be honest. I probably should do more than I do, but, you know, I tend to do eyes pretty much pretty much just white. And technically you should do them in color if you're going to do that. If you're not going to paint full eyes, what you should do is you should do them in color. You know, like pick a color for this character's eyes and do that. As opposed to white. So when someone's far away, you don't actually see the white of their eyes. You see the color of their eyes. Hence the phrase, hold your fire till you see the whites of their eyes. That means that you're really, really fucking close to somebody. Chainsaw Lady! Alright, who's next on the Chainsaw Lady docket? This lady who's like dashing backwards. Chainsaw Lady! Yeah, I've got swinging forward or holding back. I like holding back better. 27 and 26. Plus has a robot hand, and robot bits are cool. I swore I saw it on this runner. I guess I did not. Nice thing is on this runner, I'm going to have tons of these really cool big chainswords. I'm going to get a bunch of extra here. Definitely find a lot of use for these. I know they have the fleur-de-lises on them, but man, not all of them do, or they can be grinded off really easy. So, definitely going to get moved around different dudes. Alright, 27 is the arm. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Stacking some fucking dude apart. Yeah! Fucking scary bitch with a fucking robot hand. Hell yeah! But yeah, I'm trying to simplify painting the sisters, because I do want to expand out my sisters, especially when the Paragon Warsuit comes out. I'm going to certainly pick one of those up, because I love it. It's such a cool model. And then, I'm expecting them to announce that the Sisters Codex will be coming in May. Which will mean a battle force. So we'll see what's in that. As long as it's not like any of the units, or too many of the units I already have, I'll probably pick one of those up. What I'm expecting that to be, honestly, is a unit of Battle Sisters, a Rhino, And it's usually an HQ, something so you can make a combat patrol, even if it's not exactly 500 points, either over or slightly under. Alright, here she goes, lady with the robot arm, ready to hack some dudes the fuck apart as well. Put her off the camera there. Alright, next up, let's see what we got. We got lady with the danglers. Lady with the danglers. Makes it sound like she has a dong. She doesn't have a dong. She just has weird incense burner belt. Alright, 38, 39. Chainsaw later. On this one. It's a chainsaw sound. 55, 52. What does it look like? Right, she's got like it's got like a weird curved handle, and she's holding it from the back. Oh man, look at that one. That one's like a broadsword. That's really cool. This one's super generic. But man, that broadsword one, oh, that's so cool. Guys, one with a weird curvy handle. It's like half a heart. But yeah, I'm expecting it to be a box of Battle Sisters, a Rhino, an HQ or two, so maybe like a Canoness and a Dialogus, and then, or a Canoness and then the flying unit. Because a box of Battle Sisters is $55, right? A Rhino is $50. There's $100 right there. Then you throw an HQ in there, they're $30. So you need something else, right? Throw another HQ in that's less than like the 100 and 90-ish it should be. So you gotta throw more in there. So you throw in a unit of the flying ladies, they're $60. That puts you from your 130 that you're about at to about your 190. It's kind of what I'm expecting. Or if you don't have the flying ladies, maybe it's like a penitent engine, maybe. So that's what I'm expecting to be. I don't think there's going to be repentance in there. Be right back. But yeah, I'm expecting it to be a pretty decent box, especially after seeing the AdMech box. Because the AdMech box is like, in case you didn't know, I will say I'm a little disappointed in the AdMech box. As it stands right now, it doesn't come up to 500 points. It's just shy. And honestly, I think that's kind of crap. It wouldn't have killed them to throw in another unit of just regular troops. Like literally just another unit of regular troops. And you would have been over the mark. And that's like $30. I mean, or throw in another HQ. I mean, again, what is that, like $30? Like, you know, I know it's less money, but some of the other boxes have had higher value returns than the like 33%. So I mean, the AdMech one could as well. So I do think that's a little lame. But I mean, you've got the big Onager in there, which is a really awesome model. I love the Doom Crawler. You've got the Cataphragm Breachers, which are like, or the Cataphragm Destroyers, which are one of those units that I actually don't have any of, so I don't really care for how they look. They're one of those units I know that people run a lot in AdMech, because they are a very, very competitive unit. So I know they get a lot of love because of that. But I don't really care about that, so I don't really run them. Chainsaw Monitor number 3. Yeah, I love the double-handed ones. They're so good. Okay. Let's see. It's this lady dashing, which is this lady. Yep. Anyway, she's going to get a double-hander as well. Giggity. So she gets this one. But yeah, the Paragon Warsuit will hopefully come out at the same time. It's so cool. It's such a cool unit. Like, I'm going to at least pick one up. And anytime I put it on the battlefield and it makes a charge, I feel like I need to yell, "Get away from her, you bitch!" It's like it's like a Sisters of Battle power loader, and I love it. I also really love the new tank. So if the combat patrol box sucks, I won't pick one up. If it's cool, I'll pick one up, but if it sucks, I won't. But I'm definitely going to be picking the True tank up and the Paragon Warsuit. Oh, and the unit of the ladies with the shields. They hinted that there's going to be another announcement for Sisters of Battle. And they're like, oh, is it new rules? Is it a new unit? Is it So I'm expecting it to be all of the above. To be honest. So I'm expecting what I would assume is probably going to be an HQ. HQ unit. The announcement that Codex is going to come out in May, and stuff like that. That's what I'm expecting that to be. Honestly, I would kill for the ladies to get a heavy cavalry option. Not because it'd be super cool, but honestly, like, ladies in power armor on like power armored horses. Oh, that's the fucking hotness right there. That is so cool, right? Like, I love that. It's just such a fun, cool idea to have these, have these giant war horses. They're all like power armored up. It would be really, really, really rad. I'll put it that way. And they would then have like a fast attack cavalry option. I would quite like that. I don't know if that's what they're doing. Obviously, it's probably not. It's just like a what unit could they have kind of thing. But it would be cool. It would be cool. All right, so there she is. If it is an HQ, I do think a really fighty HQ would be neat for the sisters, like especially something to go along with the lady with the shield, the ladies with the shields, like maybe like a super big like buff lady with like a big flail or something, right? That would be super cool. Alright, so we've got on the shoulder swinging. I don't know. We'll come back to that one. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see, that's 60. Well, let's get this lady out, because I apparently got to assemble a piece on her. So she's like touching back with her foot. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. I apparently forgot to give her a belt piece, so let's do that. But yeah, a big, like super fighty HQ lady to go with the ladies with shields would be really neat. Or maybe the ladies with shields have like an alternate build where they're like ladies with Gatling guns or something, I don't know. But I do think an HQ to go with them would be cool. There we go. Okay, now 64 and 65. But yeah, I just hope, because some factions are not getting a ton of love as they go around. You know, the AdMech, they're getting like a lieutenant essentially, which honestly I really don't like the look of. I think he's a really, really kind of shoddy model. Like I love my AdMech. I learned so much painting them. Really feel like they were a step up for me in like the painting world. But I do not like that new AdMech boy. He's just, I don't know. He's like too robot. I know that's an oxymoron considering they're fucking robot people, but I don't know. I don't feel like he has enough of the weird pseudoscience going on. I feel like he's too much just like beep boop. I am robot man. Beep boop. Oh man, look how cool that fucking pose is. It's like she's like totally just spinning it and like using its weight to spin her. Oh, that's so cool. That's really, really cool. You know, look at these models, right? Like, they just made the clothes a little bit more form-fitting and not had like these wrinkles in there. They could have like made everybody happy because then people could have painted them like they were naked. Just a thought, you know? Just an interesting thought. Like yeah, I mean, I want to appease everybody. Not that I mean they should appease everybody, but it's just fascinating. Alright, so back or up? I like up better. That's 70 and 71. I knew they were named after some painting thing. Yeah, the Eschers. You can basically paint them like they're naked, which is kind of funny. I saw some do it on Instagram, and I was like, whoa, not expecting that. But, you know, definitely a cool take on a model. Like I said, I'm always a fan of more horny than less. So, alright, here we go. What are you doing? So we're going to get these all their arms and stuff glued on. And we'll probably call it a night. And we'll figure out the heads on my own later. I am very happy to get to use this broadsword. This is like easily the coolest one. Let's see, it's pretty far forward, right? I should have dry fitted this, to be honest, but I didn't. That one's like that. And then this one needs to be, there it is. Yep. But I mean, I don't know. I love the sisters, but if I'm going to be super honest, if you really want a gender equality faction, go play orcs. Orcs are amazing, like literally they are a trans race, and I think that's awesome. Like, I think that's so fucking awesome. Not to knock sisters, I just want to talk about how fucking cool orcs are, because sisters are great. But the fact there is literally in canon, like non-gendered race is like the coolest fucking thing. Especially considering they're like this giant war. God, that's a really cool pose. Beautiful model. But yeah, the fact they're like this, like, in canon rolling war machine. Both of these ones kind of suck too. That one sucks better than that one. 87 and 88. But yeah, the fact the orcs are like this in-universe, like, just ball of destruction, and they, like, you know, are basically all trans, because they're, or non-binary, I should say, not trans. Trans isn't correct, I apologize. Non-binary is the correct term. The fact that they're all non-binary is very, very cool. So I apologize for calling them trans, that is incorrect. But they are definitely non-binary. Okay, so what the fuck lady is this? This one? Yeah, with the skull. Okay. I think that's so cool. I don't know. Warhammer has a lot of like really neat inclusion stuff. So I always think it's funny that so many people like are on the opposite side of that in this community. It really, really blows my mind. Like, I don't understand how like you can play a game that's satire for like all of the like fascist shit and be like, oh man, I like all the fascist shit. It's like you realize like the Imperium of Man is like a caricature, right? Like the irony of people being proud to be human when, like, they treat themselves as, like, faceless numbers. You know, like I love the, that post is kind of lame, to be honest. Like, I love the Krieg lore, but, like, the people that, like, let's see, let's do this lady, I guess. Oh, no, we already did that lady, I guess. No. Yeah. But, like, the people that, like, get super into it and don't realize the, that's a really boring story, we're not gonna use that one. 82, 83. But, like, the people that don't realize the, like, the satire nature of it blow my mind. It's like watching, RoboCop, right? Or Starship Troopers, right? And being like, oh yeah, go get them boobs. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what those movies are about. Those movies are satire, with really cool action movie trappings. But, like, where's 83? You know, but their commentary. I mean, the same is kind of true for, like, Grand Theft Auto and stuff, because, like, those games are all about how fucking horrible all the stuff you're doing in them are, right? You know, but people look at those games and they're like, oh yeah, man, this is, like, the life. It's like, dude, like what? Like, this game is satire, bro. But same thing with Warhammer. It just boggles my fucking mind, you know? I was watching a streamer recently, and they bought a Imperium of Man flag, and the guy's girlfriend was like, no, don't hold that up, they'll think we're fascists. Which, I mean, you ain't wrong, right? Like, it's intended to look like that, right? Like, and not, like, in a good way. Like, the Imperium flag is intended to conjure those thoughts and stuff, right? Like, it's intended to, like, make the references to not good people, because that's what it is, right? Like, the Imperium sings praises about how great everyone is, but, like, it is horrible, like, monster machine of bureaucracy and idiocy and, like, groupthink and, like, you know, the human perspective in Warhammer is the one we almost exclusively get, unfortunately. But it's also one of the most messed up ones. That's an okay pose. It's not great. But this other sword is so boring. But yeah, I mean, like, the story of Warhammer is about how horrible it is to be a human. We'll do the one on the shoulder. Here. So 52, 53. But yeah, anyway, that's my random brain bobble about, I don't know. Orcs are cool, sisters are great. I love that there's representation in this hobby. You know, the world needs more representation and more good stuff like that. Yeah, I want everybody to be able to play a game where they see themselves in it, not just one group of people. There's other YouTubers that got really upset about a black space marine. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, if you're black, you have to be a salamander. It's like, okay, So, like, I can see somebody looking at that and being like, that's not me. Because, like, they have, like, red fucking eyes and shit. So I can see that. So let them have their fucking Space Marines, you dickhead. You know? Let people have their sisters. Right? Like, I'll always vote for horny models, but, like, if somebody wants a non-horny sister model, fucking let them have a non-horny sister model, right? Jesus Christ, my man, you know? I don't know. Building these models got me thinking about all that. And that's a long-ass fucking ramble while we build a superior bunch of badass ladies who are going to murderize the living fuck out some shit. I do think this one is my favorite. I know her a little bit better. Yeah, I do think this one is my favorite. Because I love the sense of weight, like that she's swinging the sword and like off one foot, like she's swinging those bullet ball things. That's beautiful, beautiful pose. This one is mediocre. This one is probably my second favorite. I love this weapon, and I love the pose. It's phenomenal. Yeah. Number 3 would probably be this one. I like that a lot. It's like she's jumping backwards. It's really cool. God, this one's good too, though. Oh, and so it's this one with it's like swinging down like she's just hacking into some fucking dude. That one's not bad. She's like leaping forward. That one's okay. These two are only okay. The rest are great. Yeah, they'll make a fun project, and I'm gonna try painting some see-through cloth on them to see how that goes. So that'll be fun. So hopefully my ramble was interesting and entertaining. Kind of just rambled about all kinds of stuff, like just to see what extra bits are here. This is the extra bits minus the heads. I haven't chosen my heads yet. Because I need to get really close in and look at the runner. But you get 3 extra swords. Here's some really long, those cloths. You get an extra book, you get an extra whip. And then you get 9 total extra swords, an extra belt, and you'll probably get some extra heads. So like each Nissan. Okay. So this roll runner has enough heads for the thing right there. So these are the heads to the superior. So you get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get a whole set of extra heads. You get 9 extra heads for these. Really, really cool. So I will pick their heads out later. But yeah, that is going to be my second stream round 2 fight Electric Boogaloo, where I babbled about being sad on my birthday for no fucking reason, why I haven't built all my Gundam kits. Orcs are really cool because the representation is fucking cool. I built some sisters, and that's it. Yep, that's it. And we looked at a neon pink paint, which, by the way, this sister showed off at the very beginning of the stream. I just shut the fucking camera down. I'm a fucking genius, man. Is this one? That's what it looks like. It looks very, very cool, but it's not the color I want. These Metal Alchemy paints by Scale Color are phenomenal, by the way. 10 out of 10 would highly recommend. So I grabbed Citrine as well, which is like a yellow, and then Peridot, which is like kind of like a greenish metal. I thought this would make a really neat for some nerdle stuff, so that's why I grabbed that. The citrine I thought might actually be neat for some sister stuff too. It's got kind of like a yellow beigey kind of to it. Anyway, that's it for me. And I hope that my ramble about whatever the fuck I talked about tonight was entertaining. Go team.